Okay, let's take a look at this example here. So I have this little chilled, laid-back electronica track, and I'm looping this area here. And we can take a look at the harmonics and voicings here. So this is our bass down here. Our bass is playing our root note C, and from time to time it's varying with the upper C here. Sorry, let's put this in solo. Okay, so not much going on here. This is what we are playing, and on top of that we are playing C, G, C, and D sharp. And I actually came up with this when playing with Ableton Push, you know, the hardware controller for Ableton. That one can also be used as a keyboard or as a MIDI keyboard or something. And you can select scales, so you can reduce like the keys and just play certain scales like we learned in the scales chapter. And the scale that I selected is called Hirajoshi. And well, it sort of looks like this. So we have C, we have D, D sharp, and then we skip E and F. We go to G, G sharp, and we skip A and A sharp and B and go to C. So if I were to like draw the scale here, it would be we don't play F, we play D, D sharp, C, and G sharp, G. And I can now just repeat this. Okay, so this is our scale here. If I arm this MIDI track or solo this track here, and if I select the scale on my push device or on my keyboard and play around, just limiting to those notes, so you're getting a very nice melancholic but, you know, moody atmosphere with this reduced scale. We're never really playing anything else. We're just playing this, and then we can go ahead and jam around on top. I'm going to like deactivate this clip and play this part here and just jam around using this element here. And now I can just jam along here using those notes. So in this case, you're limiting yourself to only playing like 5 notes, because it's C, D, D sharp, and G sharp. But it kind of feels like you have like endless jamming possibilities here. If we go back and take a look, it's also just nice to, you know, create those little effects here. Of course, it also depends a bit on the instruments you're using. It might not sound as great with other instruments, but if you use sine waves, for example, with this Hirajoshi scale and maybe marimbas, for example, here in this, and this is actually not a guitar plug here, it's an FM8, it's wet marimba here. So if you use that, you have this nice mood going. And well, later, I think I did something else here in this part where we have the pad playing along, right? And our bass is making some changes. We're going G sharp, G, and then back to C. It's not as if you always have to play the root note with it. You can also mess around with it. But you're also getting such a stability into your harmonics and voicings. You see, you can't really go wrong. Okay, so this is just to give you some pointers how you can use scales to your advantage and, make sure to play around with other scales, not only with major and minor, but also go to Phrygian, Lydian, or harmonic minors, Hungarian minors. And this also try out this Hirajoshi here or other Asian scales. They also sound very interesting. You can also try out Arabic scales. Actually, the name of this one I used here is Hirajoshi. So you would Hirajoshi. That's one. That's what I was talking about. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to subscribe to our channel. Visit us on productionmusiclive.com, which is the website supporting this channel here. And I hope to see you next time.